Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Will There Be Cake? I'm your host, Robert Lamb, and with me as always, Amber Simpson.
Whoop, whoop.
And once again, returning for this record-breaking probably at this point, but I'm not even going to go back and look at how many episodes you've been on. I'm just going to say that it's been a lot.
Long time guest.
Or at least more than other people. You are not the host with the most, but you are the host with very good capabilities, qualities, and self-assurance. Mark Hofmeyer from Movies, Films, and Flicks is here.
Have you guys watched the movie Swimfan?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
No.
Do you think the stalker in that movie was a fan of swimming, or she just liked the swimmer?
Ooh.
I think it's more the swimmer in this instance, because didn't she just stalk him? She didn't stalk all swimmers.
So, because she just liked him because he was the best.
Well, I mean, like, he was, I don't know, he was no Michael Phelps, but he was, like, in the sense of what she wanted from a swimmer, you know, her ideal swimmer. If she was just a fan of swimming, I think you would have seen, there would have been some scenes of her in the Olympics or whatever, or down at the local swimming pool, just kind of like watching people, just backstroke, you know what I mean?
She couldn't swim in that film.
Really? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Dang.
Yeah, I when I watched that movie, I felt like I built it up too much in my head. So, you know, if you have high expectations for it, don't watch it.
Have you seen that movie Swimming Pool?
Yeah, is that
Oh,
the
yeah,
one
I like that movie.
That's the one with the lady who's
Hanging out by the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that one.
I've been thinking about swimming pools a lot.
That's
And
weird.
not just because I watched that movie Airheads recently.
Are
You
you
know
gonna-
that scene where she's like, what are you thinking about? He's like, swimming pools.
Right.
Are you going to buy
Is it because of this podcast?
No,
Oh,
just in general. But this got it more peaked, you know?
right. Well,
I
should
started
we?
thinking about swimming pools in horror movies.
There's a lot of
So
them.
many.
There is
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, should we say? I mean, obviously, this isn't just a holiday that is based on swimming pools, right, Amber Simpson? This is
Right.
a very specific holiday.
It's very specific. It's not just swimming or swimming pools. It's swim a lap day.
Swim a
Just
lap.
one.
Just one lap. But I'm sure I'm pretty sure there's an asterisk there that you can swim more than one if you want.
No, just one.
Oh, it's just one?
Yeah, it's really unhealthy to swim more than one lap a day.
Wow. All right. Well, there you have it. No, swim a lap day. Okay. That's a solid day.
Yeah,
I don't swim laps very often.
me neither. I don't. My mom taught me to swim as a very, very, very young girl.
Right.
But that was something that you learn how to do is like the breaststroke or whatever.
Yeah.
And like kicking your feet. That's a really important part.
Yeah.
So like when I was learning to swim, I did that. And then like, you know, a lot of people who exercise do laps.
Right.
Otherwise, like I don't swim laps.
Yeah, I don't really like.
It's not fun to me. I'd rather just jump around and blah, blah.
Yeah, just do
Do
some jumping
cannonballs,
jacks.
go down
Oh,
the
you mean
slide.
like at a pool still?
Jump
Yeah.
off a diving board.
Like, you know when people say you want to go swimming, but they just hang out by the pool?
Yeah, that's or like the beach. They just go to the beach and then they suntan for the whole time.
Yeah. I love swimming, but I'm really self-conscious about it because it's just not pretty. And it's just a lot of water slapping.
Yeah.
That's the thing is
And
like
you're
it's
wet.
weird. Like you're just getting you're getting water in your face and you got to come up for air like from the
Right.
sides of your mouth. Like it's
And then
it's
if
weird.
you open your eyes underwater, then they're all red. And
Oh, and if
burning.
you're at the beach,
Yeah,
you know, whales and dolphins, they're going to the bathroom in there.
that's true. And people.
And people too. Yeah. And fish, anything really that lives
What's
in
a
there.
lap in the ocean?
It
To the
never
buoy,
ends.
to the buoy and back.
Wow.
That's true.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's always a buoy.
I wish I could come up with answers that quick.
There's
that was
always
really good.
There's always a buoy.
There's always a buoy.
I'm going to take that. I'm going to really think about that. Think about that. There's always a buoy. Where you are, there's always a buoy.
No matter where you are.
No matter
there's a
where you
buoy.
are.
That could mean so many things
Yeah.
in life. There's always a buoy.
No, there's
you could always
definitely
get
a
there.
deeper meaning to that. It's not.
They keep you afloat. They
That-
protect you from sharks.
That's
From
true.
like that movie, The Shallows.
Do
Yeah.
they, though?
If it wasn't for, well, she climbed up on it and fought him as he chewed the metal away
I
from
mean,
it.
if it's just like the little ball, you can't climb up on that.
Well, yeah, but is every buoy just a little ball? No, it's not.
Are they like, what, snowflakes? Every buoy is different?
Yeah, actually, every buoy that you see has a different design
That's true,
and a
because some
different
of
build.
them have like, bird poop or like coral. Or...
Now, here's another thing, though. If you are in the city and buoys do start raining from the sky, that is a very bad sign, and you need to get undercover quick.
That's catastrophic.
Don't hold your tongue out to try to catch them, because I'm telling you, that is going to hurt. That's going to hurt. So,
if you're in a hauling business, junk hauling,
Yeah.
that'd be the best for you if you survived it.
If buoys rained down from the sky and then you had to haul them away,
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
who's paying you? The city?
Oh, of course. Well, yeah,
Or
you'd have to
people
get some
whose
money.
yard you're... Okay, I got
Yeah, wherever it is.
I would assume you'd have a contract with the city or government, right?
Yeah, at that point, they're going to need somebody to clean it up, because, like, how else are they going to do it? You know what I mean?
It would be like college hunks hauling buoys.
Oh my God, I think that's a category on Pornhub.
Father and son.
Yeah, father and son groups.
Buoy hauling.
There's so many father and son movies.
Any kind of job, you can have a father and son job. It works. Yeah, no. Wait, was this buoy day?
Now, if you're moving furniture all day, for a long time you might hurt your back, your knees, and swimming laps is probably the best exercise for you because it's really not hard on your knees.
Right. Swimming laps, I heard, is like one of the best forms of exercise, actually.
Really?
Because you work out a lot. Like you're working out your legs too, but like your arms, cardio, like everything. Like you're working out a lot of muscles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your breasts.
Your breasts.
For the breaststroke.
Gotta work out the breasts.
Yeah.
It's important.
So when I lived in St. Pete, we had about a pool that was like an octagon. It was about 4 feet deep, so you couldn't really swim laps. But I would run around the edge of it because you couldn't really swim, and then I would try to I would create a big whirlpool, like a big.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Then I would try to swim into the current.
That was one of my favorite things to do as a kid.
And that was
in a
hard.
pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to a Rays game.
Really nice. Wait, I used to have a above ground pool, and it wasn't that fun. But
No,
I mean, it was
can't swim laps in that.
It was cool to just do like the current thing, like you
Yeah.
were saying. When we had like friends over, we would do that. There's like 4 of us. We would just like try to.
I was lucky as a child. My grandma had a house like on the south side, not like super south side, but on the south side. It was a big house, and it had a huge pool that had a slide and a diving board.
Yeah, my friend had one too. He was pretty rich. His family was rich, and they had
it was nice.
a slide.
And
I was
you
like,
could swim laps in that. I didn't, but you could.
They had a hot tub too, or not a hot tub, but like a spa thing, like that was like
Time
a
machine?
waterfall. Yeah, a hot tub. They used to go back in time all the time, and then all the time.
I love that movie.
Me too. It's so good.
Hey, speaking of, you were talking about horror movies with swimming pools, but what about like hot tubs? Like with Valentine's Day,
Ooh.
Denise Richards gets killed. Spoiler
Sure.
alert.
In a hot tub?
In a hot tub, wasn't it?
I don't know about Valentine's Day.
I think she did. I think she was in
I don't think I saw that.
she was in a spa or a hot tub or whatever it's called, and she they closed the bad guy obviously closed the hatch, and then he started drilling holes into it, and then he got her and he drilled a hole right through her
In the hot
yeah,
tub?
'cause she couldn't get out.
That sounds like too much work.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, just
Couldn't you just put the top on and then she would drown?
no, there's still like a little bit. There's still like a little bit of space because she was screaming the whole time.
Or turn the heat on. Then she's not going to be able to breathe. Okay, whatever.
Amber Simpson over here giving serial killers an idea.
And
All
then
right,
there's
go
It
with the drilling.
Follows, where they threw all the stuff in the big pool.
Wait, which one?
It follows.
It
Oh
Follows.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one.
Strangers Pray at Night has the best pool scene I've seen in years.
See, I didn't see that one yet. It's on Amazon Prime. I want to watch it.
Yeah, good scene.
Yeah.
And I read all about it. They had to, so in between takes, a bunch of bugs would fly into the water. Then they had to scoop the bugs out, wait for the water to get still again, but then bugs would go. So it was a nightmare to shoot in Alabama.
Oh, well, there's a lot of bugs in Alabama.
Yeah,
Well, in the South in general.
it's a good point.
Thank you.
What about those infinity pools? Would you?
What's it?
There's reality. There's time. There's the space.
The infinity pool? There's the time. There's a time pool.
Time pool, the reality,
the soul pool.
soul pool. Now, I don't know if you know this, but the OJ's first concert was on Soul Pool.
It was just people like synchronized dancing,
People
synchronized
all
swimming
over the
in a
world.
pool.
Yeah, people all over the world join
Join
hands.
hands.
And they were like, yeah, the Soul Pool. That was a good one. 70s
Yeah, that
and
only
80s
lasted
were
one
great.
season. The chlorine got to everyone's eyes.
Yeah. Well, they were dancing under the water.
Yeah. with the weights. It's very dangerous.
Yep.
All right.
The infinity pools, it's the big current, and you're just swimming into it all the time. So it's like a square or rectangle, and then the jets blow water at you, and you just swim into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's a way for you to just swim constantly, but you're not doing laps.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
So you never kick around the wall.
You know where I used to swim the most was at Adventure Island, which is like a water park here. It's in Tampa, but they used to have the lazy river, or they still have the lazy river, but they used to too. But they have the lazy river, and I remember we used to like play tag in there, and even when it was crowded, like there'd be like probably like 10 of us, and we would play tag in there, and we would like dive underneath like people who were like just floating on the tubes, but they had the jets also, and the jets would kind of propel you forward, which was really awesome.
As a kid, that was great.
Yeah.
As an adult,
Are you one of those people that made the lazy river stressful?
Yeah, 100%.
I stayed at a hotel in Orlando that had a lazy river. That was awesome.
I went to the Bahamas. Okay, so on one of my cruises to the Bahamas, they had I forget what it's called.
You're just dropping all your cruises lately, man.
Yeah,
The fish episode.
Listen, I'm just saying, go on a lot of cruises. No, but the Bahamas. What's it? Atlantis. I think that's what it's called.
Atlantis.
Yeah. So they have like the water park there or whatever has a lazy river also, but it's really not that lazy. It actually is like pretty intense, and they actually have like there's a part where it's a conveyor belt, and you like get on it, and then like it goes down this like rapid like kind of back and forth where you're like flipping all around, but it's still considered like the lazy river, like it goes around the whole park. So I remember this was like when I was like younger, my mom thought it was just like a lazy river, and she went on it, and like when we got off later on, she's like, "Oh my god!" like that thing was throwing me all over the place. I'm like, "Yeah, that thing was people were falling off their tubes and stuff." Gosh. I was like, "This isn't a lazy river. This is a ride."
And that's bad when you think it's going to be a lazy river and it's a stressful river.
Yeah, yeah. You want lazy. You want to relax. You know what I mean?
I went tubing one time in North Georgia, and the water was really low, and I was just dodging rocks the entire time, or picking up my tube and walking over rocks. And you couldn't enjoy yourself because you had to plan a strategy to get around all the rocks.
Yeah,
I was a wreck afterwards.
There's no alligators up there, right?
I don't think so.
That's weird.
No, there weren't any gators.
There's got to be like some gators in Georgia, though, right?
Don't they like not like cold water?
No, but I mean, they've found gators like in like I thought like North Carolina before. And
Probably
stuff. Chicago, Lake Placid.
Now you got me worried, man. I swim in lakes up here happily. Now I'm worried about gators.
Well, I remember one time going tubing down a river down here, but it wasn't like Rainbow River. Like a lot of people go down like Rainbow River because it's really clear, and there's really, there's alligators and stuff, but most people don't see them and stuff going on because there's so many people.
That's why I go Weeki-Wachi. It's too cold there. They don't go there.
Yeah, like it's a spring, so it's really cold. But we went down an actual river one time.
Oh god.
And it was like murky and everything, but we had fun. And then later on, I think the next day, because we were camping, we're like, let's go canoeing. We went canoeing down the same river. And I remember as we're canoeing, my friend goes, holy shit. And there's like probably like a 6-foot gator just sitting on a log. And I'm like, dude, we just came down this river like yesterday. I'm like, that's scary.
Wow.
Yeah.
So anyways, about this swimming. Yeah. So about this
Swimming a lap day.
Well, alligators are found in swimming pools down here all the time. And
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
There's an Australian film about a guy trapped in an empty pool, Olympic-sized swimming pool with a crocodile.
How's he trapped in it?
What?
The top is over it.
Oh,
don't ask me. I haven't seen it.
He's just guessing.
Yeah, I read a synopsis and I just assumed.
Yeah, that's a good assumption, I guess.
Well,
I would go swimming more. It's just tough to like go to a pool. You got to drive there and get your gear on, swim, dry out.
If I owned a pool, I might use it.
I would use it more.
Much, yeah.
I just for me, like I don't really go to the public pools.
I've actually been in pools more recently because I got a little niece who's like 2, and my mom's trying to teach her to swim. So it's actually been fun. I'm like, I kind of miss this.
I think it's good to like at least know how to swim too. I know a lot of people, like especially like in the middle of the country, like. A lot of them, they say, like, don't know how to swim.
So if you don't know how to swim, today is a perfect day to learn.
Yeah.
Celebrate by
getting in a
learning
lab
to swim.
I don't know. Like people who live in Florida should definitely know how to swim.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
Agreed.
We're surrounded by water on 3 sides.
You have
and
hurricanes.
There's
You
flooding.
might have to
There's
swim
hurricanes.
out of your house one day.
Yeah, you definitely. I was taught really young how to swim just because my mom was always worried about that.
So swimming became a competitive recreational activity in the 1830s in England.
Right, because of like the Olympics, or I think the Olympics were later.
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
I'm
But
just
yeah.
reading the facts that you
Yeah, that's
found.
no, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of it when the Olympics started and stuff, it became a recreational activity and
right.
a sports thing. And
7,000 years it's been an activity.
And they said the
Yeah.
first swimming pool was a public pool built in 1887 in Brookline, Massachusetts.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. I
Do you
did read
think
that
swimming
somewhere.
pools back in the day had the shallow end, or it was just like all deep?
Or maybe it was all shallow.
Maybe it was
Just a
all
hole in the
shallow.
ground with mud.
Yeah, they didn't have enough water.
It was
or
a
something.
pond.
It was
Yeah,
a pond.
that's true. Pretty much.
Yeah,
Just dirt.
just they just
In
built
your
a
water.
yeah,
Just a hole they pulled water
It was like
in.
how
they
Tough
didn't
Mudder
even
is
pour.
now. Like
Just
any of
wait
those.
till it rained.
I totally forgot. I used to work at a pitcher penny.
Oh,
Oh, really?
man.
So a lot of chlorine in pools that you swim in, I filled up those jugs.
Wow.
But now people are using like salt, right? Like
Yeah,
that's more
a
popular
lot of
than
people are moving
chlorine.
to salt tanks.
Yeah,
because the chlorine's bad for you, right?
bad for your
You probably
eyes.
know
and
that from working at it. Did it destroy you?
Yeah, are you
Yeah,
dead?
the doctors told me I lost 30 years off my life.
Really?
I
No.
believe it.
But that's not because of the chlorine. That was because you're a heavy smoker, right?
It drove me to that. And
yeah,
I just sat
you're
in
up
the
to like
back.
4 packs a day, and that's what they were talking about.
I used to curl the chlorine jugs and like do shoulder lifts, and then they'd explode, and I'd have to clean them all.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
That sounds awful.
Wow. Yeah, if I owned my own pool, I would definitely go swimming more. But again, like a lot of pools aren't necessarily like big enough to really swim a lap. So
Mhm.
I don't know. Yeah, I
So-
guess that's the main thing you could do though. Just swim a lap.
Just swim a lap. Learn how to swim. Go to a pool.
Go
buy,
to a
buy a
pool.
pool.
Watch the movie Swimming Pool.
There's a lot of movies that have swimming pools.
Oh, of course.
Gremlins, The Graduate,
Oh yeah, Graduate.
Sunset Boulevard. I like that
Sunset
one.
Boulevard, and he dies in a pool.
Dies in a pool.
I think Can't Hardly
Rocky,
Wait.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Can't Hardly
Romeo
Wait
and
has
Juliet.
a pool.
Yeah, Great Gatsby. Boogie Nights. Poltergeist.
Yeah. Jesus.
Spring Breakers.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Saint
Skyfall. But yeah, so the real question here, do we have a cake on Swim a Lap Day?
I think you can have a cake. Why not?
Just not 20 minutes before.
Yeah, oh, yeah. You don't want to cramp up. I heard that's a rumor too. I heard that they've debunked that.
Really?
Well, you know what? Next year, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat a piece of cake one time and go swimming and see what happens, so I can talk about it next
You like
year.
cramp up.
If you don't hear from me, that's what happened.
Yeah, if you can't join the podcast, it'll be because of that.
You drowned because you ate that cake.
You ate that
You
cake.
died for the research of will there be cake?
Yeah.
I would do it for you guys. You know, I'm a frequent
Wow.
guest.
Right,
Wow.
yeah.
I'm committed to this.
Number one guest.
Number one guy. Well, until the time he dies, then we'll have
Well-
to find someone else.
I doubt I'm the number one guest. I just appeared the most.
So far.
So far.
You've probably had guests that have just knocked your socks off. I just kind of make your socks
No, I
move
think
a little.
if you're not number one, you're pretty close to number one.
Yeah, you're
Well-
definitely like in the top 3, but also we've only had 3 guests. No.
I was fishing right there too.
Fishing.
Ooh.
Hey,
Oh.
you save that for next year. Okay? That is not today. That is not today's holiday.
It's not today. We were swimming a lap.
We are swimming a lap. All right. So yeah, I think you can have a cake. Don't eat it until we do the research.
Yeah, be safe out there.
Yeah, and then you find out. Eat a cake after you go swimming, and celebrate that you just went swimming.
Yeah, or that
Cake
you
by
learned
the
to swim.
ocean.
Yeah, cake
Yep.
by the ocean.
Ooh.
Cake by the ocean.
Cake.
By the ocean.
By the
yeah.
ocean,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
Would you
right.
rather eat cake and then swim in the ocean or a swimming pool?
A pool.
Honestly, as long as I can have my cake and eat it too, I'm good. So,
So would someone give you cake and not let you eat it?
yeah, but those people are bastards.
That
They're
sounds
just-
like a beach thing.
It's just a tease. It's a total tease.
That's
Yeah.
like us. We have a cake in the fridge right now.
Yeah, and
we
we're gonna
haven't
go.
eaten it.
Well, we're gonna eat it now
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna eat it. Now.
because let's go swimming first, and then we'll eat it.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Well, once again, thanks for joining us, Mark. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure.
Do you wanna plug anything? All right. He hosts the Movies, Films, and Films podcast, so just
And if you haven't
Movies, films, and
figured out
flicks.
by all the episodes he's joined us, he knows his stuff about movies. So
Yeah.
it's good stuff. Check it out.
Yeah. So
We're,
thanks.
we're currently ranked. So in the world, according to our reach, we're at of all TV and film podcasts, I'm currently 160.
Whoa.
So,
there you go.
In
Like
the
major
world.
websites have like 10 podcasts. So the fact that I'm there, and then there's 800,000 podcasts in the world, and my reach right now globally is 2640. So I'm within like the 0.0033 of all podcasts as far as
Nice.
reach.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I saw that you were like slowly like moving up. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, in the States, we were just 12 in where was I just 12? I was ranked number 12 somewhere. No, not Italy. I stay constant there because everyone's inside.
And movies, films, and flicks is on pretty much any
It's right behind you right
device,
now.
right?
We're everywhere.
Oh my god, I didn't know you were here, dude. Why'd you
Looks
Skype
nice.
in? You could have just been on this. Oh well.
Yeah, wherever. So just check us out. We got a fun new thing called Final Fights that's doing well. We talk about random movies. So
Yeah,
Cool.
I joined an episode of that. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, we talked about
Speed.
speed, the final fight in Speed.
Nice.
All right, well, yeah, thanks for joining again. I'm sure you'll be on in the near future, so we'll keep you updated. And thanks for joining, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.